Good morning, Diti, and good morning, Lakshya.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. You can also turn on the video.
Yes.
You both are very punctual that before the time yourself you have joined.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. So yesterday we have discussed about the growing plants. What are they? What are the functions of them? Then we have discussed about the few of the parts as well. Correct? Now we will be starting with the next part of it. Just let me share the screen. So we have discussed yesterday about the flower, about the leaf, and about the fruits. Now the next part we will be discussing is the are the stems and the roots. So what are the stems and what are the roots?
Okay, ma'am.
Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So here now, today is I guess 8th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right, today's date and Wednesday today, right? Wednesday. Right, today's date, okay? Then we will be starting now. Now, the next part, which is the fourth part, we are going to discuss about the stem. These are the stems which actually, will be connecting the roots with the leaves, correct? Now, imagine if the stems are not there, can the roots or can the leaves, they will be able to survive?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, the stems are also very, very important part because of the stem only the plant will be getting the support to stand actually. So the stem supports the branches and the leaves, and also they help in the transportation. Transportation means for the movement of the water, for the movement of the mineral, for the movement of the food. Now, like for example, now you are in the kitchen, right? Your mother is preparing the food in the kitchen. So are you standing in the kitchen and eating the food? No, correct. You will be taking your food from the kitchen and you will be going maybe in a dining room or maybe in your room, you will be going and sitting and eating there. So that is what transportation. Food is being cooked somewhere else. The water is being kept somewhere else, but you are taking it to the some other place. Fine. Same way the stem also they will be helping. Didi, gate laga do. Stem will be helping for the transportation of the water and the minerals. Whereas now the stems can be of different type also, right? In some of the plant it will be soft, in some will be it will very hard, in some it will be green in color, in some will be it is brown in color. Correct. Now if it is brown in color, what do we call them?
It was brown in color. Trunk.
Very good. Trunk. Trunk. They are being called as trunk. Like in trees. In trees they do not have the stem. They will have the trunk. Huge trunk will be there. So that trunk will be covered by a thick layer which is called as the bark. You might have seen like this is the tree and brown kind of covering will be there. That is what
Bark.
is actually the bark part of the tree. Okay. Okay. So we'll start writing about the stem now. And you should write fast. Okay. So stem basically it is the part of a plant that grows above the ground. And what all parts they will have? They will have which all parts they will have, children? On the stem, which all part will be there?
Ma'am, the leaves,
Okay, correct. Leaves will be there then.
flowers,
Very good. Branches will also be connected towards that. The flowers also. Okay, then.
fruits.
Very good. Fruit. So They will have the leaves, they will have the branches, they will have the flowers and the fruits as well. Now, it also helps to carry water.
Ma'am, are there any uh, small tubes like things in a stem to carry the water and minerals?
Correct. They are called as a xylem. They are the cells or they are the tubes which help for the carrying the water and mineral. They are called as a xylem cell. Very good, Diti. So it helps to carry the water and mineral from water and minerals from roots to different plant parts and prepared food from leaves to different part. So both ways, what is happening? The movement is happening. Food now, like this. Suppose this is a plant, we have it. Okay, this is a plant, we have it. Now, what is happening here? The roots will be present down. Now, one side they will be actually taking the water up like this. The water will be going up through the stem. The other side, what is happening? Once they prepare the food like this, suppose the food is being prepared here in the leaf. So, what do? That they will be bringing it to the stem and they will be passing it to the root. So both the ways the movement is happening, the transportation is happening. One side it is water, the water and the mineral will be going from the roots to the other parts of the plant, whereas the other side, from the top side, the food which is being prepared by the leaf, they will be giving it to the stem and to the other parts of it. Okay, so that is how it is. It will be working with the help of the stem. Is it done?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do it.
1 minute.
Okay. Today again, Neha is writing for you.
Yes, ma'am. My fingers spread.
Okay. Have you understood, Diti?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lakshya, what about you? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can we write about the xyla?
Xylem and phloem.
Yeah.
Here you can mention about the xylem. Wait, let me write here. I'll tell you where exactly you can write. Here. This part. This part, which I'm marking it with the blue color. That statement is basically for the xylem. XYLEM. And the other part, which I'm marking with the prepared food. That is for the second part, which is called as the phloem. PHLOEM. So xylem, they are the tubes or they are the tissues which help in the transportation of the water and mineral. And phloem, they are the tubes which help in the transportation of the food. And write soon, children. Now you are in the grade fifth. You should increase your speed.
Ma'am, I'm done.
Okay. Just a minute. Diti done?
Ma'am, I'm writing the ma'am, can you show it? The phloem part. Phloem.
Phloem. Just give me a minute, okay? Done?
Ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next part is about the roots. They are the roots. Though we have the seeds and fruits also, but seeds and fruits we will be discussing in a detailed way in the upcoming class. Okay. So till the roots we will be discussing leaf, flower, stem, roots, and seeds and fruits. We will be. I think fruits we have discussed.
Yes,
So
ma'am, the
seeds,
aggregate fruits.
correct. Mixed fruit, aggregate, and the simple fruits. So about the seeds, we will be discussing maybe in Monday's class. What are the structure of the seeds? What are the seeds? Different form of it and all. So let's complete with the roots then. Now, when we talk about the roots, they are basically the part of the plant that will be growing, right? Two different types are there. Let me first write about the roots. So it is the part of the plant that grows below the ground. You might have seen, right? When we talk about the stem, they will be above the ground, whereas the root will be below the ground. And what do they do? The major function is that they will be helping. It helps the plant to hold firmly to the soil. So, with the help of the roots, what happened? The plant will be able to stand upright. They will be able to hold the soil. They will be able to absorb the water. They will be able to absorb the mineral from the soil. And then only they can pass to the other parts of the plant from soil. And also they help in storing the food and helps to store food as well. Like example, we are eating the carrot, we are eating the radish. What they are basically the roots only. So that store
Yeah.
food we are eating.
Ma'am, even onion.
Onions also. Onion is a root.
Ma'am, it's an underground stem.
Stem. It is a stem. Onion is a stem basically. Okay, not the root.
Ma'am, in yesterday's homework, there was onion is a question. I think it was the third one. I kept it root.
No, that is wrong
Yeah.
actually. That is wrong. We will be discussing those answers as well. So onion is basically the stem, underground stem it is. So example, carrot, radish, turnip, they all are what? They are the uh, roots which stores food. Now here two types we have it. Can you tell me what are the two types of it? Two types of the roots.
Ma'am, taproot and fibrous.
Fibrous root, taproot and fibrous root. Now what happened? See, when we talk about the taproot, in the tap, there will be a single, like for example, now here, this is a center point, okay? Here, this is center point. Now, from this point only, what happened? One single branch will be, one single root will be coming out, okay? From the center point, the single root will come out, and from this single root, there will be so many primary, lateral, secondary roots will be there. Okay, that is how it works in the taproot. Whereas in the fibrous root, From this one single point, many branches, many roots will be coming out like this. Okay, so in the taproot there will be one main root, and through that main root the several small roots, lateral roots, primary roots will be coming out. Whereas in the fibrous root there will be one point, and through that point only all the sub roots will come out. So write it soon so that we can go to the next one.
Ma'am, can we write it in words?
Which one?
The taproot and fibrous root, can
Yes,
we write it in
we
words?
will be writing in the words also. Definition of it we will be writing it now. Okay. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we will be discussing about the definition of these two. These two are very important, not only for your grade 5, but also for your, the grade 6, 7, all the classes you will be learning about the taproot and the fibrous root. Okay. So, taproot, when we talk about, basically, as I told you, it comprises of one main root. So, they will have one main center root and and many small roots will be coming out of that main root. They will have many small roots growing sideways from it. From it. Like example, if I talk about uh, beans, the beans which we eat, they are basically what? They will have the tap root. The carrot also have the tap root. So if you near to your home and all, if you have such kind of the plant, you can just take out small root and you can see that the tap root will be there in them. Then the fibrous root, they comprises they comprises of a bushy bunch. So there will be a bushy kind of the bunch of roots together coming out actually, and which grow from the end from the end of the stem, like grass. So the grasses which we have, they basically have the fibrous root. So grass is there, then rice also have, then onions, they will also have the fibrous root in them. So this is about the difference between the taproot and the fibrous root. Is it done?
Ma'am, I'm writing the fibrous root. Ma'am, even
Okay.
I'm writing fibrous root.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Ma'am, can you move the screen after it? Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Both of you have done? Did you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now we will be starting with a major topic, which is about the reproduction in plants. So we have started with growing plants, right? In the growing plant, the basic thing we have discussed, like what are the plants, what are the parts of the plants. And now reproduction in plants, I think small part of it you might have learned in your grade 4, you might have learned. So when we talk about reproduction, what does it mean in plants? What is reproduction in plants?
Ma'am, it means new seeds coming from the flower or the fruit and they grow.
Very good. So the new seeds will be coming out from the different parts of the plants and then they start growing. Or we can say from one plant, the other plant will start growing, right? Now, all the plants are not same, right? We all are not same. I am like very different. You are very different. Yuti is also very different. Lakshay is very different. So everybody has a different, right? Different face, different style, different dressing sense also. And you can see at your home also, like if your sibling is there, like Neha is there, she has a different style, she is maybe quiet person. So every person has a different mindset on her. Now what happened in the plant also, each and every different type of the plant will have the different requirement, right? Now you are staying in Hyderabad, I am staying in Delhi. So what happened, are we eating the same kind of the food?
No, ma'am.
No, we are not actually. You might be eating a lot of the rice might be or the dosas might be and all, but we generally eat chapatis only. So 24 into 7 only chapatis. So either the fast food, either this is the chapatis, this and rice we will be eating once in a week. That too with rajma, chana, chola, all those things. So everybody has a different thing. In the plants also, the requirement is different depending upon plant to plant. Some plants they will be growing from the seeds. Some plants will be growing from the spores. Spores means they will be small round structures will be there. Some plants grow from them. Some plants will be growing through the stem also. Like for example, rose. Rose plant you might have seen, right?
Yeah, the
The
stem, they
yes.
have other stems joining.
Correct. Now, then in that is called a stem cutting. So in the rose plant, what happened? There will be a stem. Like mean, though there are many stems in them, but the stem part which has two things: the nodes and the internodes. Do you know what are the nodes and internodes? No. So nodes and internodes. Okay. You might have seen like for example, imagine. Okay, just you have to imagine. This is the stem of the rose plant. Okay. Now from this stem, like this, the leaf will be coming out, right? One here, might be one here, one here. Correct. Might be I have three here. Three the small branches coming out with the leaf. Now what happened? The place where the branches are coming out, they are called as nodes. Okay. This is what? This is the entire stem of the rose plant. And here I have the three sub branches coming out. So how many nodes do this plant have now?
3 notes.
Three nodes, correct? So the nodes are basically the point or the place through which the branches or the leaf comes out. Okay.
Sub branches are
Yes,
coming
sub
up.
branches or the leaf comes out. Now, internodes. Internodes basically is the gap between the two nodes. The space which is present between the two nodes, that is called as internode. Okay. Now, like you told me, three nodes are there, but how many internodes will be there then in that case?
2.
Two. Very good, Laksha. Two internodes will be there, right? So as I told you, this is will be the one, and between the upper one also will be the one. Two internodes will be there. Now, why are they important? Why I said you that the stem any part we can take, any stem we can take, but we have to take the stem with the nodes and internodes. Why? Because the place where the node is there, the place where the internodes are there, the capability of division will increase. They can divide more, they can divide faster. But if you do not take the node, only you take the internode part, what happens? The plant will not grow. The new plant will not form appropriately. Okay, that's the reason we have to take both the things together. The nodes also with the internode part of it, so that the division can occur fastly. The reproduction can occur in a faster way. Clear, Dyuti and Lakshya?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Ma'am, I
what?
didn't understand the internodes part when you said it now.
Wait, let me explain the diagram. Just a minute. Let me share the screen, okay? I'm sharing my screen.
Oh, Ira?
Can you see my screen, Dyuti, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, see, what I was saying is, now I have one plant here, okay? This is maybe my plant like this. Only one side I'm drawing, okay? Other side I am not drawing it right now. Now, when I talk about the nodes, as I told you, the nodes, they are the place from where the branches are coming out. Okay, so these are the nodes. Can you see the point?
Yes.
Now, how many
Yeah.
nodes it has? 1, 2,
Four.
3, and 4. 4 nodes are there. These are called as the nodes. Now, internodes are basically the distance between the two nodes. Now, these are the two nodes. This distance between them, what is that? That is called as
Internode.
internodes. Now, this is the one internode. Here it is the second internode. Here it is third internode. Like this, the internodes will be there between the two branch part of it. Am I clear, Diti, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now Diti, you tell me one thing. I'll just draw the diagram. You need to tell me how many nodes and internodes are there, okay? How many nodes are there, Diti?
Ma'am, there are 5 nodes
Very good.
and then 4 internodes.
Very good. Correct. So that is how it will be working. Now, as I said you, we have to, whenever we are doing the stem cutting process, we have to make sure that both the parts should be there. Both the parts means I can cut, see, I can cut from here and I can cut from here. Like this I can cut. Or either I can cut from here, either I can cut from here. So I have to make sure that both the parts nodes and the internode should be there for doing the process of stem cutting. Clear?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
but what if the stem only has one leaf on one side? There will be no internodes then.
No, chances are very, very less. Like, every time there will be many, many branches coming out. So such plant only will have the stem cutting process. If they have, very less number of leaf. Like, for example, bryophyllum. There is a leaf called as bryophyllum. So in them, the stem cutting does not work. So every plant will not do the stem cutting. There are only few plants which will be doing the stem cutting process. Okay, it's like hibiscus. Hibiscus is also the kind of the plant who actually can do the stem cutting process. And it is not important that only one process can happen in them. There can be the multiple process. Like if they are doing the stem cutting, they can do also the root cutting. Okay, so other process can also occur in them. Like in a very simple example, I have to explain. If we have the bread, now with the bread, can we only make the sandwich? We can make the other things also,
We
right?
will also make
Ma'am,
bread.
eat vegetables.
Correct. So many other things also we can make. Same way, whatsoever the plants are there, it is not important that they can reproduce only with one plant, one process. They can have two processes also. They can have the three processes also. So slowly and gradually, we will be learning about them. That what are the different methods they use to reproduce. Okay. Now the heading is reproduction in plants. So we were discussing about reproduction in plants. So reproduction in plants, it is basically when new plants grow from seeds or from spores or the other plant part, like the stem, the root, or the leaves. So such kind of the process of reproduction
Ma'am, where are spores located on a plant?
every plant will not have. There are certain non-flowering plant, okay? Some plants are there which does not produce the flower. In them the spores will be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, can we put bracket and then we can write only non-flowering plants so that it'll be clear for us?
In the spores,
For spores,
no, because
Ma'am,
we will be learning in detail, Kriti. So no need to
ma'am,
write it there.
ma'am, bryophyll leaf has some spore, right?
Bryophyllum leaf does not have spores. They have basically the notches. The margins will be there in them.
Yes.
Hmm. So this process of reproduction of new plants is called as reproduction. Now, three things I have written here, children: seeds, spores, and other parts. Okay, seed, spores, and other parts. Three methods we are going to learn: seeds, spores, and the other plant part. First, we will be starting with the other plant part.
Ma'am, I'm not done with this. I'm writing the last sentence.
Hmm. So we will be starting with the other plant part first of all, which means the vegetative reproduction part we will be starting. Okay, so just write it like this. Three methods we will be discussing. The first one is other plant part, which is also called as vegetative propagation. Then second thing we will be discussing about the reproduction by spores, and third thing we will be discussing about the reproduction through the seeds. So likewise, three things we will be discussing in detailed manner now. I think Dyuti, you need to mute yourself from your side. I think the voice of your mother and father is coming. I think. Okay, thank you. So now the entire thing we will be discussing in these three parts. So it will be taking a little time, okay? So slowly and gradually we'll be discussing one by one, because same thing you need to learn in the grade 7 as well.
Done, ma'am.
Lakshay, you have also completed?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I heard my sister talking like about this thing.
Yes, she had actually, she learned this part. So the first part, what we are going to discuss is the vegetative propagation. So first type of reproduction, it is vegetative propagation. So it is a process by which the parts of the plant will take part. So vegetative propagation, or it is also called as vegetative reproduction. Both are same. So vegetative reproduction refers to production of new plants. So new plants will be formed through its vegetative part. Now, what are the vegetative parts? They are like the roots. So roots are the vegetative parts. The stems are the vegetative parts and the leaves are the vegetative parts. So if any plant, if they are producing the new plant with the help of the stem, with the help of the root, and with the help of the leaves, then we call them as a vegetative reproduction method.
Ma'am, it's
Yeah.
propagation.
Propagation. Propagation means reproduction.
Okay.
Now, in this vegetative propagation, three methods will be coming. Okay, three methods are there. The first one is the stems. How does it happen in the stem? The second one we will be discussing about the roots, and the third one is about the leaves. So in the reproduction, three types: vegetative propagation, seeds, and spore. Now again in the vegetative propagation, three different types we are going to learn about the stems, about the roots, and about the leaf. How does it happen? Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay, okay. So here, the first part we will be discussing about the leaves, then we will be discussing about the stems, and then lastly we will be discussing about the roots. Done, Tyuti?
Ma'am, I'm writing the last point.
Okay, okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now, as I told you about the leaves, we will be discussing. Let me show you how. Mm, just a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Hmm. Can you see the image here now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See how does it happen now? This is the diagram of the bryophyllum leaf. This one, as you can see on your right hand side. So the leaf looks like this, and you can see on the margin, like on the margin, what are there? The small plantlets, the small buds have been developed. So vegetative reproduction by the leaves is a method by which the new plant will be growing. From which part? From the leaves of the parent plant. So the leaf will be there. From the leaf, the new plant will start growing. And how does it happen? It happens because the small buds will start forming on the edges of the leaf. So the name of the leaf is the bryophyllum. Bryophyllum. So bryophyllum is the name of the leaf. On the margins of it, the small buds or small plantlets will start growing. These buds will grow into plantlets. Now, the plantlets which are there, they will form the roots and they will start forming the shoot. And automatically, when they develop the root and the shoot, because of the wind, they fall down. Once they fall down, what happened? They start growing again through the soil which is present there. Clear? So the leaf will be there, the bryophyllum leaf will be there on the margin of them. The small buds will start growing. The birds will start converting themselves into the small plantlets. In that plantlet, the root and the shoot part will start growing. And the moment when the wind starts blowing, they will fall down. All those leaflets will fall down. So once they,
Ma'am,
yeah, tell me.
ma'am, I'm Lakshya, but ma'am, these small plantlets have developed roots, right? So even with the wind, how do they like fall down like on the side? Like
They are not so heavy. They are very, very light in weight. That is why they will fall down.
yes, yes,
Okay, so they are very light in weight. The leaf, the margins which are present, the plantlet which are present over the margin, they are very light in weight. So because of that, when the wind starts blowing, they just fell down, and automatically from the soil they will be getting the nutrients and they start growing. Okay, so bryophyllum is a plant that reproduces through the leaf. They will have the tiny baby plant which grows on the margin, and those buds or the tiny plants will convert into the plantlet, and independently after falling from the main plant they will start growing.
Ma'am, so
Hmm.
small plantlet falls down.
Hmm.
It also becomes the same as the big.
Exactly. Big biofilm leaf. But yes, it will take time, right? Once they are falling down, they will be taking the things from the soil. They will be taking the water also. And slowly and gradually they will start. Like we also. Initially we were small, right? But after taking the food, oxygen, all, we have grown up. So day by day, year by year, we are growing up. In the plants also, once they fall down, they will be small only. But automatically, when they are getting the nutrients, sufficient air, light, all those things, they will also develop into the new plant as like the parent plant. Clear?
Clear.
Understood, Lakshya?
yes, ma'am.
Now, homework for today is this only, that you need to write this slide. Okay, I will be sharing the slide. This you need to complete it in your copy and you have to share it with me. Okay? And yesterday I gave you the homework. In the homework, question number 1 was dash make food for the plant. Who makes the food?
Leaves,
Correct. Both of you are correct. Second one, part of the plant that generally grows below the ground, it is called as
roots,
root. Dyuti, you have also written root?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. The third one, onion is a dash. It is what?
stem,
Stem.
I
Okay.
wrote it's a root.
No, it is the stem. Corrected. Now, question number 4. Select the incorrect statement. Roots of a plant help to absorb water and mineral from the soil. Seed
ma'am,
gives.
it's D.
It is B. None of these because
Yeah.
all are correct. Dyuti, what you have written?
Ma'am, none of these.
Very good. Now, fifth one. Select the odd one out. Which is odd one out according to you?
Radish,
Radish.
Correct. Radish. Why the radish? Because other three are what? They are the underground stem,
Underground.
whereas the radish is the
taproot.
root. Yes, very good. Okay, so I'll share you this slide now. What is your homework? You have to complete this bryophyllum part of it and you have to share with me. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
any doubt both of you have?
No.
And tomorrow onwards for 3 days you will have your maths class. As I told you, you have to join using the CT Pro link, which I have already shared with you. I think you have registered also. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
now start sending the notes. Start sending the notes. Till then I will also share the PDF with you.
Yes, ma'am. It's Ma'am, so for the vegetative propagation, in the leaves column, we have to write about bryophyllum.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to just write the heading there now. Vegetative propagation by leaves. And under
Yes,
that you should write it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I sent.
Ma'am, yes, I'm getting it from, I think, Neha's number.
Ma'am, I'm sending it.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Ma'am, I sent.
Just let me check both of your work. Yes, Jyoti, I have received. And yes, Lakshya, I have received. Okay, so let me also share the picture which you need to make it. Just a minute so that I can explain you. So this one you have to write it completely, same way what I have shared with you. Can you see on the WhatsApp? This poster, you need to write it completely as such.
Ma'am, I did not get it.
I have sent it on the WhatsApp. The group, there is a group, right? CT5.
Yes. The study material one.
No, the CT5S.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Fine, so that you need to write it. So first heading you should write it, vegetative reproduction by leaf. Then first one, what it is, definition of it. Then how does it happen? Second one, and the last one is about the example of it. Okay? This is your
Okay.
homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children then. Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Bye.
tomorrow's maths, right?
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maths, all the 3 days at 10 a.m.
Ma'am, I have a question. Every Sunday is a test, right? So will there be a test for both of the subjects or
No,
one?
this Sunday you will not have it because this week only we have started. We will be starting the test from next Sunday and only one subject will be there at a time.
Okay, so is it science first or math? Is there any
I think I will keep the science first. Okay,
Okay.
because by the time I think by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be completing at least 1/4 of the chapter. So I will be giving the test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye. Bye.